People think retirement success is all about money, but I know that our retirement will 100% be successful for a very different reason. So, if you're here and you're looking for the newest and the best way to invest in your 457 plan, you're looking for the hottest stock tip, or you're looking for a real estate deal that will promise you wealth for generations, this likely isn't the video for you. But if you want to hear about a real person who overcame adversity and statistically should not be a hero, this is your video. If you are looking for some inspiration and aspiration, this is your video. Just give me a few minutes of your time. Most importantly, if you are one of my kids, you need to listen up. Welcome to our channel. I'm here to talk about April, and I'm here to talk about why I am 100% confident that we are going to be successful in retirement. First of all, it's because of your resilience. When I first met you, you had just left an abusive relationship. You were a single mom. You were raising a 2-year-old by yourself. And quite frankly, you were living in your car. So I realized then when I met you just how resilient you are. You did everything that you needed to do to make that work. I don't think that Mike ever really knew how poor you were. Even to this day, I don't think he knew. But the biggest thing about you is you never felt sorry for yourself. You didn't let that crappy situation, that verbal abuse, that physical abuse, you didn't let that define who you were. You are amazing. And just the faith that you have, you know, when we met, I was a good person. I was a young state trooper. I was a good person.
And handsome.
Handsome. Right, handsome. I had hair back then.
And biceps.
But I was a Christian by name, but I wasn't a practicing Christian. And through your faith, your resilience, like everything that you are, you brought me full circle and back into my relationship with God. So I thank you for that. And that's why I know we're going to be successful. You faced challenges that most people would have crumbled under, but you didn't. You overcame them. I remember bringing you groceries. I remember hunger was a real thing. And you would scrimp and save, and you had your little Chinese food deal that I still don't understand.
The duck sauce made it
You would buy rice and eat rice with duck sauce for days.
Duck sauce was free.
Duck sauce was free.
Yeah.
But you made sure that Mike had a Happy Meal and that he never wanted for anything. So that's why I'm going to be successful in retirement, and we're going to be successful in retirement, because you've always taken care of other people. Even when it came to dealing, like every other weekend, with that same abusive person, you overcame all those things. And, you know, we dated, got married, built a wonderful family, started to have kids back to back to back to back.
Yeah, true.
Goes back to that emotional spending video and the emotion that we had. You built a home for our family, you know, and I might have had the uniform of a trooper, but you were definitely the trooper in our family. And I thank you for that. You worked through so many difficult seasons. And we may never show this video to anybody. We might show it to our kids, or you might allow me to release it to YouTube, because you had no idea that I was going to talk about this. You had no idea.
I thought it was just practice.
You thought it was practice, a blooper video.
Yeah.
But for real, you've overcome not only domestic violence, you overcame postpartum depression. And that was a real thing in our relationship. And that required so much hard work on your part. It required acknowledging the problem, the situation, and then just having the guts to go and get the help that you needed. And that took vulnerability, it took love. You fought your way back to being yourself. It wasn't easy, but you did it. So I thank you for that. So the other reason I know we're going to be successful is your focus. You are an extremely focused person. You've had to reshape your focus throughout your life, and you've had to stay really deeply focused on several things in your lifetime. You know, our girls, they all have some form of Crohn's disease or IBD. We didn't even know what that was, right? And what age was Hannah diagnosed with that?
11 officially, but she'd been sick since she was 3.
Yeah. So she was diagnosed. One of our daughters was diagnosed with pediatric Crohn's. Um, and April, within a several week period, became not only an expert, not an expert, but very knowledgeable about Crohn's.
It's a deep dive.
You took a deep dive into Crohn's, and you became an advocate for them like nobody's business. Now, because of your strength and your courage, they're advocates for themselves. Like, they don't mess around when somebody tries to tell them, number one, they can't do something, or number two, I can't see that medical condition because it doesn't manifest itself really outwardly physically in a lot of ways. It's not like a broken leg or,
They don't
or
look sick sometimes.
yeah, you don't look sick, but they need help. They're little firecrackers because of you. They are just these wonderful young ladies that you have developed. So that's another reason that I know we're going to be successful, because you don't mess around. You do not mess around.
No.
I'm glad you're my friend.
I can go Mama Bear.
I'm glad you're not my enemy. So the other thing I want to talk about is just your perspective and your positivity, right? Like, we started this whole YouTube thing, and I'm constantly saying how we kind of suck, that we don't have any viewers, we're not getting likes, we're not getting comments. You're just positive about the whole thing. You're like, hey, we're just going to grow in this time. We're going to learn more about each other. We're going to learn more about retirement, more about finances, and we're doing it.
And have fun.
And have fun, right.
That's the point of it.
And
Yeah.
that's just who you are. You just breathe positivity and faith and, like, wonderful things into all of our lives. So the other thing, the other reason I know we're going to be successful is we all know that you're stronger with other people. Like, no man is an island. You're stronger in your team at work. You're stronger with your family around you. You're just stronger when you're in partnership with other people. And you and I are partners. We met
Absolutely.
in our 20s. I had hair. I didn't have a little bit of a belly. I was going to the gym. I was doing my state trooper thing. You were doing your thing as a single mom. And we have been partners now for 32 years, 33 years. Been married almost 30, but we've been together much longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Me too.
it's just your partnership. We're in our late 50s. You still amaze me with your kindness. So that's another reason that I know this is going to be wonderful. Retirement is going to be the best time of my life. I am not going to focus on the money.
Or the wrinkles.
For the wrinkles, we're going to focus on relationships. You know, as a police officer, you just naturally, you tend to see the worst in people. But you see the best in everybody. I get pissed off about people, like, I don't outwardly do it, but, you know, a little bit of road rage thing, I'll see it and I'll be like, that guy's an idiot, that guy's a jerk. But you'll say they might be rushing to the hospital, or they might have something else going on in their life that is causing them to act a certain way. And that's just so refreshing. It's refreshing because when I'm an idiot, which I am on the pretty regular, you see the best in me. And you give me so much grace. I don't deserve it. And I'm going to need a lot of grace in retirement. I will buy you a pontoon boat, but I'll probably forget to bring the prop up when we're bringing it out of the water.
Uh-oh.
And I'll probably need your grace on that day. So listen, and this is me talking to you and talking to our viewers. I can get caught up in the numbers, right? I realize that. I'm constantly at nighttime looking at our 457 plans, looking at the pension, looking to see, like, how we're doing financially. Do we have enough? Are we going to be okay?
Saying the R word.
Saying the R word, which is retirement. But the answer to a great retirement isn't always in the money. Money's important, and that's the focus of lots of channels. We're not so much focused on money as much as we are as navigating through the maze that is getting to retirement. And with you, with me, the maze doesn't really seem that intimidating. Retirement is developing your relationship with money, It's about strengthening the relationships that you have. We've strengthened our relationship, even this time in our life, this season in our life. It's another episode that we did about living apart, living separately. We're making it work. And a lot of couples couldn't make that work. So, this video might be just for you and I and the kids, but I'm really blessed that you're my spouse. I'm so excited to start this journey with you. And for those who are watching, if she ever lets me release this video, you may be single, you may be a widow, you may be a widower. Don't get me wrong. Dollars and cents are real, but relationships and who you get to share your most valuable asset with, which is time, that is the most important thing. Who are you going to spend your time with? What are you going to spend your time doing? What are you going to imprint on this world to leave it just a tiny little bit of a better place? And I can tell you right now, and I've told you this when we're going to bed at night, if I died right now, I would have no regrets because you have just made my life so wonderful. So that's why I'm positive about retirement, man. I am in it to win it. It's not a sermon. It's just my thoughts. So that's my video. So thank you. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you at all, you gave me 5-10 minutes of your time, please give us a like, subscribe. Drop us a comment about a struggle that you or your family overcame to get closer to your retirement, or even just meeting any goal. It could be educational, it could be health related, whatever it is. We just want to hear some good stuff, man. The world is full of so much crap and so much nonsense. Throw us some good stuff. Thanks for watching.
And here's to a week of new adventures, cherished memories, and this is going to be one of them, and boundless joy.
Amen to that. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks.
I did it. I made my way through it.
I put lipstick on thinking I was going to talk, but thank you.
I don't know if I can post it, and I don't know if anybody's going to watch it, but I did it. I did it for the girls. And I'm no, yeah, and Mike.
I don't think he knows.